And we're having a lot of fun here and manifesting your dreams. I'm just getting so inspired. Some of the stories that Louis is sharing here with us. We have a world champion. We're going to learn about how he made that happen. But one question, a little earlier we were talking about dancing and all the benefits of dancing, right? So I know some people are saying, oh my God, I love to learn to dance. But it's like, I don't want to feel awkward just showing up, right? The first time, right? It's like in people say like when they're overweight, they don't want to go to the gym because they're going to be fat and they think everybody looks phenomenal, right? So what would you advise to somebody that says, I like to start dancing, but I'm going to feel awkward because I've never done that before. What can you say so they feel a little bit more confident?
Well, first of all, I will tell you this, that it doesn't matter. It doesn't
matter. Oh.
What you do. When you're going to start to learn something for the first time, you're going to go out of the comfort zone.
There you go.
And you cannot feel this way. And this is one of the major problems with people. Kids, above all, more than anything, with that phone, they're in that comfort zone right there. They hide behind whatever they want, and they write whatever they want, and sometimes you don't even know really who they are and what they do. But out of the comfort zone, you have, here I would say the biggest difference between people who are doing okay in life and the people who are very successful. The people who are very successful get out of the comfort zone more than anybody else. They get out of the comfort zone. Because in order to take risk, you cannot take risk in your comfort zone. Because it's like this, there's a path right there. But if you want to grow, that you're going to have to do, you're going to have to grab something on the way this way, or grab something on the way and say, oh, I didn't know that, oh, I learned that, and everything. Well, I'll tell you this. Believe it or not, when I was 12, until I was 12 years old, I had a problem, I would call that a disease. I was shy. I was so shy. Then I didn't have no friend. I was that thick. I had such a bad score in school because I was afraid to ask questions. So it was terrible. And I had no self-confidence. I was so shy. It was amazing. To give you an example, I dreamed about this bicycle. 12 years old, I finally got it. And I didn't drive it for a month because I was afraid that the people would look at me in the street.
Oh my God, wow.
So we talk about here, afraid of the comfort zone. Until one day, that I can write a book on it. Until one day, I went to the school with the school in the ice rink. And so, never skated before, and I'm still a kid, so sometimes, I can let myself go by just getting crazy and have fun. So we went with the ice rink. We went to the school on the ice rink, and so there was a coach was over there. And the coach was showing to all the kids how to do something. And so he showed us different things, and he come to see me and he said, wow, you're doing so good. I mean, you're doing that already as your sport. And I said, this is the first time in my life I'm skating. He said, your first time? That's amazing. You really have a lot of talent. I said, oh, I don't know about that. Here we go, my shyness coming back. And I said, no, I don't know. I was just having fun. It's no. And you know what? Those physical things, the touch, the body motion, your body language, we just talk and everything. And he said, oh, I see. I can tell you're shy. I see. Why don't you give me the phone number of your parents? And I have excuses for everything.
Oh boy.
No, my parents don't have a lot of money. I don't think they can do that. And he said, just give me the phone number of your parents. That's all. And I said, I don't know about that. Well, he comments me, and he got the phone number of my parents. And that night, that man changed my life.
Wow.
He called my parents and he said, listen, I met your son today. I can see a shy guy. This is what I want to do. I think he has a lot of talent. I want to take him. I want to take him under my wing. I want to take care of him for a whole year for free.
Wow.
I want to be sure that I take care of him. He has a lot of talent, and he needs to understand how to get out of this problem of shyness. But the fact is that he has talent. Well, so that's what I did. He did, and you need to understand. He was in 1973, and he was a world champion in 1969 in ice skating. So he was a big dude. He was a big guy in the industry, and he's still actually in coaching some of the couple in the Olympics sometime right now.
Wow.
So what happened is, trust me, I was the first one to go on the ice, the last one to leave the ice.
You were committed.
Oh my God, I was committed. Somebody believe I can do something?
Wow.
Some believe things I can do something. Oh, trust me, I didn't disappoint that coach. Because of that, I had to perform in front of people alone. So because of that, I started to develop some self-confidence. I started to develop some muscles on my body because I was doing an athletic sports. And I started to feel like, okay, things can be better. And it developed that set of mind that basically, if you get out of the comfort zone and you try things, you're going to make a fool of yourself. Because you are not going to know where you're going. But the thing is, at the end, you're going to learn something fantastic. And I can tell you something, that there are a lot of things that I did in my life that I tried to see what I will go. And there are things that I don't want to try because I'm so overachieving now, because I know I can do whatever I want, basically. Don't tell me I cannot do something, because it would be just the opposite. I will prove it to you that I can do whatever you say, I will do it. If tomorrow I want to play golf, I will play golf. And I will play golf well, because I would work and work and work and want to be better than average as fast as possible. So that brings me, I did badminton, and I moved in the United States when I was ready to go in the national team.
Oh,
badminton.
Badminton. Wow.
Yes. I had black belt in karate because I wanted to really understand the concept of martial arts. I was a big fan of Bruce Lee. But anyway, it's because I wanted to do this kind of thing. I did bicycle on a very high level, because that was keeping my legs very strong when I was an ice skater. And every time I had to do something, I was not afraid to put myself in a place of get out of the comfort zone. And this is really one of the things you need to understand. Get out of your comfort zone. Got something. Here, a fantastic story, and this is true, and this is one of my favorite stories that I always use, for me even. Michael Jackson does the moonwalk. Oh my God. The moonwalk, that's the big deal.
Extraordinary, right?
Which was created by the Frenchman, by the way, the Mime Marceau. Yes.
Oh, wow.
He's the one who created the moonwalk. And so anyway, he does the moonwalk on TV. Everybody's just amazing and everything. And of course, I'm amazed like everybody else. So we go in that club, dance and everything. And there are some mirrors on that time, in 70s and things. There was mirrors. So I go next to the mirror and I try to figure out what this guy's doing, what Michael Jackson is doing. Yeah. And my friend laughed at me and they say, "You look like a fool doing this kind of thing. What are you doing?" And I said, "I want to figure it out, this moonwalk thing that he does. What is it?" For a half hour, I make a fool of myself. They laugh at me until I get the move. And when they see me do the move, they say, "Wow, this is so cool. I cannot believe that. How do you do that?" I said, "You make a fool of yourself for a half hour, and we'll see what happens. Exactly. I'm not going to teach it to you, So now I know how to do it, and I'm going to keep working how to learn how to do that, to do even better and better. But there's a time when you're not going to be comfortable. So what? What is the problem with that? It's your decision what you want to do. If you want to learn something new, or if you just want to be like you are right now, it's your choice. You have a lot of people who follows. And they wonder why they don't have responsibility, why they don't make a lot of more money, because they follow, because they don't try to get out of the comfort zone. Get out of the comfort zone, get a couple bruises, so big deal.
It's so powerful what you said.
Basically
we have to be comfortable feeling uncomfortable,
That's
right?
That's right.
We have to be comfortable feeling uncomfortable, right? And if you look at anybody that has achieved anything, right? It's like you've seen like some of these, like you're talking about writing a book, right? So the story of the chicken soup for the soul, right? Exactly. They got rejected, and they kept going to all these editors, and they got rejected. And most people, after they hear one rejection, one no, they go like, "Oh, somebody say no." And by the way, Napoleon Hill, when he did that interview, he discovered number one reason people fail is the fear of criticism. They listen to the family, friends, that say, "Who are you to think you're going to be a world champion?
Exactly.
Who are you to think you're going to do this? Right. Who are you?" Right? And sometimes it's our own voice, right? Sometimes we have our own voice, like, "Oh, Pablo, you're not going to do that. You have an accent. People are not going to listen to you." People, you know what? We have to feel comfortable being uncomfortable, because, like you said, results or excuses. But we can have both. So just go and have a good time. Go a couple of times, 2, 3. But the fourth time, you totally forgot, right? So we're gonna be back. We're gonna have a break coming up soon. But then you want to know, how do you take it to the next level, right?
Yes.
We're gonna hear from Louis. How do you go like from being very good about what you do, because you want to be the best in your field, whatever it is, right? And Louis mentioned something very, very powerful. Is like so many times people say, I want this, but I also want that, and I want this, and I also want that. And you know what? You can have it all, I believe, but you cannot have it all at the same time, right?
Yep.
So in other words, you can have it all, right? But you need to focus on something. You can't be saying like, okay, I want to be the top of my field, and at the same time, I want to find the love of my life, and at the same time, I want to travel the world, and at the same time, I want to be drinking the pina coladas, right? You need to choose one thing, and we cover that in another episode, definiteness of purpose. You need to have a strong desire to make it happen, okay? You have to use your imagination.
That's right.
How you're gonna overcome the problems, and like today, and you're learning from Louis, you need to be persistent, okay?
Absolutely.
You need to be persistent, and you're gonna be the top of the field. But now, on the next segment, when we come back, we want to know, we wanna tap into the brain of a world champion, right? What makes the difference? That makes the difference, because you can be very good about what you do, but why not be the best? Because sometimes the effort is very similar, right? It may be a little bit of sacrifice here, like you were saying, not drinking, right? Somebody else was dancing when Louis was dancing, but he wanted to have a little bit more fun, drank a little bit too much. The next morning have to pay, and then the next day was not ready, right? So you're manifesting your dreams. We want to inspire you. We're going to give you tips that you can use, like today. There's a lot of things that you can use, so you can also be manifesting your dreams. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Très bien?
All right.
Très bien.